everybody, welcome back to another episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Today we return, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna set on out. We're contacting the raiders. We're gonna arrange a deal that leads to a raid. Along with that, we're gonna be heading on over to the bunker as well, so it's probably a good idea for us not just to accept the raiders quest, but also make a quick little mental note of the bunker code that hopefully you guys can go ahead and make use of too. But I hope y'all are having a favorite fantastic day as we get engaged into today's shenanigans. And also, we got the Russian Q&A for this week to talk about as well, so we got a ton of stuff to be doing along with that new bunker, some tickets turned in, some prizes to get, and the raid that we are about to set on out on as well with the sacrifice of our gold. So be it. You better give me something good, raid. I am sick and tired of that. And later, we are even announcing the winners of this past week's $25 iTunes/Play Store gift card giveaway. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, every week we do a $25 iTunes/Play Store gift card giveaway. You guys can enter on every Last Day on Earth video. All you gotta do is make sure to hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed, and boom, that will enter you in onto this very video. Y'all can enter it on all future videos, all past videos as well. Every Saturday it rolls around, we'll pick a random video from the past week, pick a random comment from that random video, and that will be the winner of that week. And along with that, we also start a brand new weekly giveaway after that winner's announced. So today's gonna be the first day for y'all to go ahead and enter in as well, and that notification bell might come in handy so you don't miss any videos, especially as some updates are coming out. And yo, speaking of Last Day on Earth stuff, right, I got something you guys might be interested in. Definitely make sure watch today's earlier video, because it is a new kind of like Jurassic Survival, where it's like an LDOE type of game, but with like Game of Thrones and like medieval stuff. And dude, I'm just give it a go. That's gonna be awesome. Very excited to be doing that on the side in addition to Jurassic Survival, I think, going forward. So I'd love to hear y'all thoughts on that. But why don't we start heading on over to Teyraud's base or something? God knows how this is gonna go. And before we dive into the raid, let's dive in to the Q&A with number one. So as a heads up, this is all in Russian, and it's just being translated to English. So the grammar, you know, it might sound a little bit iffy, but I'll try to make the most sense of it as I can and explain it to you guys. But let's hop in. What is the work on now? Multiplayer, dog, turret optimization, female character, and something else that should remain a secret, which means that there is something indeedly new as a secret that Kafir is going to be unleashing upon us. But right now, it does appear that the big ticket items they're working on is the dog, which we saw a bit of a preview of over there into the Chinese New Year area. Maybe we'll go and do some fireworks after this raid too. But we did see the pupper over in the Chinese New Year area, which is pretty freaking dope and appears to be some sort of like first kind of initial testing phase of it. Same thing with the female character. We saw her in the first half of the event, and multiplayer has been the big ticket item that Kafir has been talking about for a while. They've been working on last couple of Q&As. Have you mentioned the Dark Zone, how that's coming together? So the Dark Zone, like I'm saying, dude, I seriously think it's coming soon, and I'm so excited for that. And I'd love to hear from you all in the comment section with some of these points that we'll be talking about, your guys' thoughts, your own hypotheses, especially when it comes to that secret thing being talked about here in number one. That could be a doozy, who knows? But let's move on to another one. Let's move on to number two. Knock out the coloring of the skull. You need a lot of white paint. It drops only from the chest for a floppy disk, and then one does not always. Will the chance of its finding be increased, or will the mixing machine, kind of like a paint mixing machine, be put in order to select and farm the desired color? No, there will not be a paint machine mixing like that. Yes, indeed, the paint is very rare, and it will remain so. The patterns in which it is used are also not the most expensive ones, so if you want a unique chopper coloring, you'll have to sweat a lot. So this is just Kafir talking about paint and the fact that the white paint's gonna stay rare. I mean, that's okay. You know, it makes sense that there should be some rare skins / rare paint combinations. You know, I can't bag them too much on that, but God, I do hope we start finding some more white paint, because there is not a lot. Number three, how will the interaction with the dog occur? Can she die? The dog will be your faithful companion and help you. Here will be able to help you to kill monsters, defend the base from zombies, and it'll be able to pass wherever the person does not succeed. So maybe you'll even be able to go into certain locations / certain areas that were maybe too big to get into. A little bit of additional hint there that maybe wasn't in the English version of this week's Q&A, so that's kind of good to make a little bit of a note of. But we also want to add the possibility of crossing dogs to bring out the smarter and stronger offspring. The better the set of genes, the more the dog will be able to do. Perhaps Now it sounds a little wild and unexpected, but we warned. We have big plans for the game, and nothing can prevent us from them. And from implementing the winky face. And yes, the dog will not die. So that's exciting to hear that Kafir is still out here saying that, hey, we got big plans for the game. That's good, because I think multiplayer will be like a huge revival for the game, bring a ton of people back. And hopefully they do, and hopefully that ends up being the 1.8 updates. It makes sense for the turret and the dog maybe to come out here in the 1.7 series, maybe like 1.7.8, 1.7.10, somewhere along there, and then to have multiplayer come as the big 1.8. Because I mean, think about it, like the dog, the turret, the female character, have all of that coming in as whatchamacall, have all of those things showing up before 1.8 happens. I mean, it's what they're working on, so it would make a good amount of sense. And that secret that maybe could come in with 1.8. I think that'd be a perfect way of making this happen. But that is just my thoughts there. Feel free to chime in. Number 4, will you make a reputation as a trader? Yes, within the framework of a setting. For one of the future updates, this will become relevant. So kind of like if you guys watch the Jurassic Survival series, we'll be able to kind of like level up our reputation with the trader, which will potentially lead to other trades, better trades that we can do with him then, which will be a pretty awesome feature because his trades are kind of poopy at first. And especially when it comes to raiding, since, you know, we have to make deals with the dealer. If we got more opportunities, better deals to make, it's even more of a double whammy right there, you know? Number 5, why do you choose such strange questions and ignore the more important ones? Questions about the issues are quite popular recently. Apparently this is not related to the newcomers who missed most of the issues and now cannot understand why they're important and interesting commentary that collects Huskies is already ignored. So the people, no matter how interesting and popular your questions are, most of them already were answered, and we cannot keep on answering the same ones each time, answering the same thing. You ask when online, when new locations, when this or that, and expect specific dates that simply do not exist. All the exact information that we see appears in the group. Outside of official posts, you cannot get it. So choose from what is. When we learn something new on the old topics, we will share. So this is kind of a point that was in the English Q&A I elaborate more on, but it's long story short, Kafir's saying that some of these popular questions have already been answered because there have been like 26 Q&As in English and in Russian. So that's 20 questions a Q&A. That's a lot of answering. Like there's a little crossover between English and Russian, but there are a couple of different questions in each. So that's a solid amount of crossover. That's a lot of questions being answered, and that does make sense. And it's again just Kafir kind of explaining a little bit kind of how the process goes and why specific dates might not be able to get, because as someone in college for computer science, for programming, specific dates are a struggle, let me say. Number 6, are you gonna add something interesting after achieving maximum reputation with the Raiders? Yes, we thought about it. Maybe you have interesting ideas. What could it be? That I could hear from you guys. I know that was a question in the last Q&A video of the English version, but I'd love to hear maybe if y'all thought of anything new, anything like that. My best idea for this Raider system, I think, would be to literally let Raiders come, chill at your base, and kind of serve as a quote-unquote defense, especially because if you pair that up with some turrets, you know, base raids are going to be a lot more active, a lot more action-packed, and I think that that would be A, an awesome thing for just making your base more defended and more awesome, and B, making base raids more epic. Number 7, can I remove the cover of the cheater? You cannot. I don't know what this means. Maybe that means like the dunce cap that cheaters got stuck on their head when that update came out that started putting dunce hats on people's heads. I think that was the Santa Claus update, the winter update, something like that. That's my best guess for what that's talking about. Number 8, you used to release updates every Friday, and they were better than the ones you work on for a month. Why? The reason is what you most expect: multiplayer. Creating a synchronous multiplayer requires simply an indecent amount of resources and people, and its complex structure slows down the development process many times. That is, if earlier you could just take and add something, now you need to take into account a lot of nuances related with the online coming in the future. I elaborate this a little bit more in the English Q&A for this week. I think that was 2 videos ago, something like that. But long story short, now everything that they're doing in the game does have to take into account multiplayer. They got to implement it with multiplayer in mind, and hopefully it's just this multiplayer stuff coming very soon, man, because they've stated they've been working on multiplayer for months, and I mean that's not bad, dude. Multiplayer, end up making multiplayer from a purely single player game at first, that's a pretty big deal. That definitely takes a lot of work, but with the amount of work they've been putting in, hopefully it's coming soon, man, especially with some of the hints, some of the teases they've been giving in these Q&As. But That's my thinking, at least. Number 9, will you add power armor? If so, how it will be used? We will add it. We did not even think of giving up this idea, but how it will be used is too early to disclose. So if you guys remember, there was actually a concept art of literally power armor in the game. They released the concept art. It was months back, right? So it never ended up being implemented in the game quite yet, because concept art is like one of the earliest stages of an idea in the game, right? But still, this is very awesome news that they have not abandoned the power armor, because that armor will A, be super dope, B, be super powerful, and C, be a new set of armor that will probably just be the godliest thing you can put on your body. And I want some of that godliness protecting me in my battles. That is gonna be so freaking awesome. And finally, number 10, is it worthwhile to invest details slash, I think that's supposed to say materials, in the ATV now, or will its recipe be changed and the enclosed items will be lost? It is unlikely that something will change in the assembly of the ATV, but we cannot give 100% guarantees, so that just confirms saying that, hey, the recipe you're seeing is probably gonna be pretty close to the final recipe, so we're gonna keep stockpiling the engine parts, boys. Hopefully we find some in today's raid, because that thing's gonna be pretty good to finish. But hopefully by the time the ATV does become a possibility, there will be more methods, more avenues of getting engine parts, maybe some sort of multiplayer thing we can do that just gives us more opportunities. But with that, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this week's Q&A. Can't wait to hear y'all chime in on any of these questions, any of these puppies in the comment section down below. And before we begin this raid, what better time to announce the winner of last week's giveaway than now? So the randomly chosen video for that giveaway was when we were talking about the new update 1.7.7 that dropped, along with a very cheeky leak. If you guys haven't seen that video, 10 out of 10 would recommend again. But huge congrats to the homie Mr. Hurricane for winning this past week's giveaway. You've been messaged on YouTube, my man. Make sure to message me back if you don't know how to get to your message inbox. Link will be in the description or into the pinned comment. Click on one of those two and reply to me, letting me know if you want Android or if you want iOS. Sorry to everyone who did not win, but best of luck to you in the new weekly giveaway that is beginning right now. It's probably begun for a little while, and hello, this dude's base is wide spanking open, and we're gonna be able to open up all this stuff, so maybe this will be worthwhile, or maybe it'll just be tons of disappointment. Probably tons of disappointment, but I will devour your carrots, good sir. Thank you for those. I don't know, dude. Usually when we ask for a raid from the raiders, they've been a little bit better. It's been the revenge raids that have been kind of bummed out lately, but this guy does not have the biggest of bases. So that's kind of a good and a kind of a bad thing. Bad thing because it makes me think that maybe he won't have the best stuff, but a good thing because there's an opportunity here that we can open up all of his chests, and with that, it means we're not gonna miss anything. So if there is something in here, oh, Papa Star is about to find out. I will acquire that charcoal for me. Thank you kindly, Sonny Jim Bob. Just kind of start taking some stuff now, you know, future-proof our inventory. Worst case, we just kind of toss those things aside later on. But for now, the struggle, hello, continues. Thank you kindly for some aluminum bars. And okay, that was maybe less stuff than I thought. I could have swore there was more, but it's respectable. Could have been a hell of a lot better, but it was better than the last chest. At least we got that rolling for us. We can grab some ingots while we're at it, get some planks, and I guess some of those. We gotta be ready for the zombie horde, though. They ain't gonna be happy with us breaking in. All right, this dude's got the zombie horde freaking security system. All right, who needs real traps where they can just, the zombies, they come a-running whenever your base is under attack. Well, it doesn't matter because they just run to their death, but still, it's a little bit of a nuisance on my end. Goodbye to you, Flota Blota. And how many more chests does that leave us? Nothing too great there besides one random watch. Like I'm saying, though, I think there's got to be something good, because we usually, the bases we raid, there's got to be something good in them. Oh, like perhaps a little bit of this for them to even be possible to raid, you know? And this is starting to redeem itself a little bit. I'll take this gun oil back too, because raiders love gun oil, and because this is a contract raid, we've been contracted by the raiders to do it. We do need to pay them back for letting us know where to do the raid. So isn't that just totally swell? Thank you for the engine part, though, buddy. Appreciate that a ton. I'll take some of them turkeys too, some of the med kits as well. And actually, I'll leave the wood behind normally. I'll keep the planks with us. We can drink some agua, get some of that in. Why don't we go and drop off this stuff into the chopper, wherever that thing is chilling. Where do we come from? I think it was, yeah, there we go. Yeah, put some of the gas here, and maybe, dude, I don't know. It's starting to get a little bit better. A lot better, no, but it's improving. It is definitely improving. Maybe there'll be more engine parts lying around somewhere. I think that's kind of like dream scenario number 1 right now, but let's figure out if we're dreaming or if this is a nightmare. Anything else good to grab out of here? Not for the time being. We'll grab a couple of things, but I'm not gonna get too attached. Gotta be ready to ditch them if need be. Especially if this chest is good enough to warrant it. Oh, that is good enough. Thank you for the VSS. Thank you for the flare gun. Thank you for, oh my god, fast fighters. No, shoot, go away. No, this is, no. Okay, well, they shouldn't do too much damage, but this is still more damage than I bargained for. Oh my god, they don't call me Bargain Bob because I bargain with people. They call me Bargain Bob because I constantly quote them with hey there, ho there, hi there, neighbor. Or something like that. Alright, honestly, we have a lot of bauxite back at home. Not too concerned with that. That gun's about to break, so maybe not, but at the same time, it's still a gun. Still got some durability behind it, and still got a little bit of hope between maybe these other chests. Maybe having something good. Something not too disappointing. Definitely some disappointment. Well, we brought way too many iron hatchets here, which is unfortunate. But you know what, let's leave that behind. Definitely grab the red tickets. Definitely grab some of this in exchange for the wood, because raiders usually like the aluminum wire. Because I'm not grabbing all this for me. Some of this I am grabbing specifically for the purpose of bribing the raiders to not raid me. And, well, what else can we really give up? I really like the digital cameras, especially with the leaks of what the turret's gonna have inside of it, with that little, like, optical sensor. You know, so it's not a bad thing to invest into, but with that, we can just wander out of his home. Because that is literally all that is. I guess we could kind of check these and see if there's anything good. I mean, it's gonna make a lot of noise, and we're gonna have to deal with some more people too, but why don't we try and break into this before they show up, and let's just see if there's anything in here, and then get the hell out of Dodge. All right, let's get the hell out of Dodge, because I do not feel like wasting my VSS on you guys and my hard-earned raid loot. Bum bum. But there is a little bit of ticketry in our inventory that we can go and put to use as well. Maybe a chopper event will pop up. The firework field, dude, we just got a whole smorgasbord of things to knock out. But first things first, let's knock out giving this thirsty dude, this thirsty raider, his just desserts. Well, not really his just desserts, but the loot that he signed up for. The contract that we signed was legally binding. All right, legally binding is like the worst type of binding. Can't get out of it, dude. They make those legal. They make that legal, real strong stuff. Find the binding, you know? But these dudes, I'm just trying to think, how much are they actually gonna expect from us? Answer? I don't know. Like, we did get a couple of solid things between the VSS, a shotgun, but we also got some gun oil, and they really like gun oil, so I got some gun oil for you boys, and also something stuck in my eye. So that's not good. No, not a huge fan of the gun oil, are ya? All right, didn't expect that. How about a rifle? Okay. I'm kind of starting to break through to him. How about some of that aluminum wire? Yeah, can I keep the rifle? Yeah, can I keep that? Yeah, can I keep this? Yeah, okay. Well, enjoy the aluminium. Good sir, great doing business with you. Even though we're the ones that came out on top. But at the end of the day, we are the ones putting in all the risks, so maybe we should be coming out on top. But let's do a small little organization effort here. Grab the tickets and venture on over to some fun, shall we? And with the last of our turkeys put back into safety, it is time to go to the bunker and see what goods it may hold. And actually the Chinese New Year event, try to grab some of those things because, well, we do need to do the event twice to get exactly what we require to go and say hello to the old man. But we're gonna try and do exactly that. And then we'll head on over to the bunker, try and get that little opening done, and take things from there. Pretty solid plan if you ask me, but who am I to judge how solid of a plan we have ahead of us. Probably not the right person. I've called the things solid before, and then, especially in 7 Days to Die, I've called things solid and then fallen through them, aka the floor. 7 Days to Die has a lot of those floors that just like to totally fall through and bring lots of pain and suffering and broken legs. Absolute treat, absolute joy to be with. Let's spread some joy with some fireworks, though. Get some of that bang bang skeet skeet going on up in the sky. Light it up, make it beautiful. All that generic jazz that they try to say, like every time there's like a fireworks show. You know, it's like it's New Year's. All right, we're the New Year's channel, covering all forms of fireworks. I don't know, let's just grab this torch and get to lighting. Also, apparently you guys told me that, apparently these fireworks do hurt us. They just don't hurt us a lot. So, noted. The fireworks can hurt us, they just don't hurt us a lot. So, like, I think it does like 10 damage to us or something, you guys said. I think it might have done 6 damage to us. Still, that's not that crazy. Like, we can withstand a measly little 6 damage, you know, come out stronger on the other side and pick on up the goodies here that we can cash on in. And, of course, get some money. Not some money, get some food. Let's be honest, food's pretty much like currency to me. All right, boys, come on. Get in an organized single file line, the buddy system. Buddy system here, and just like this, y'all enjoy the fireworks. Kapuya! You guys like them? I made them extra special with extra death in them. What we got in this chest, though? Some more of the fishies. Yeah, some more of the lantern, and some more of these holiday gold bars. Dude, why does this feel like... it looks like it's like one of those gold chocolate bars. You know what I'm talking about? You know, like one of the chocolate bars that are like covered in gold wrap? It's making me crave chocolate. What kind of a cruel world is this? Do you guys have some chocolate, Zambies? I require chocolate. Can you appease me? You better be able to, because I will not be amused if you cannot. Also, enjoy the fireworks show! And I'll go ahead and enjoy the loot that you guys were protecting. Why are zombies protecting all of this just randomly assorted lanterns and food in the first place? Like, I think we've gotten over this, but long story short, these guys are just total douche nozzles. Trying to, like, I don't know, just stop an old man from enjoying his new year. Like, who does that? And with us having left the joyous Chinese firework area, let's head on over to the bunker. Start holding your fingers in the crossed fashion. Start crossing your eyes, start crossing your legs. Maybe if we start early, I'll actually get some good luck. And we might, I don't know, I'm hoping for engine parts out of this. I think that is the dream right now. Give me engine parts. If I could get that, I will be as happy of a camper as you could imagine. I'm gonna be happy. Is it okay if I'm happy, or does that go against some kind of like rule? The Papa Star can't be happy. I hope not, because I'm planning on the happiness. All we need is the code. Again, that's gonna be 130804, I think, unless that's a different code, because I just kind of write numbers down on a blank sheet of paper and kind of hope that I remember which number I wrote down which day. Again, I got the organizational skills of a rock. Spoiler, that's not a lot, because rocks don't have hands, and usually you need something like a hand to organize, or, I don't know, like some feet, maybe like a face, you know, just kind of like nuzzle things around with your nose. I don't know, but let's get to diving into the spooky magic, where we go down the elevator before it's even fully out. I know, totally unexpected. Call me Harry Houdini, or Star Houdini, or Houdini Star, Stardini. I feel like the names are just getting worse as I keep suggesting them, so I'm a stop. But yeah, hopefully we do have some engine parts, or maybe some silenced guns over here, because I don't like having to use our whatchamacalls. I don't like being forced to use our VSSs, because that's the last of our silenced weapons, and you kind of need a silenced weapon when you're doing raids, so yeah, hopefully we can find some out of one of these. I thought one of these things, I thought this was an engine part, dude. I saw the shiny like gray, kind of like white gray, and I'm really like, oh, and then I'm like, oh, yeah, little disappointment. Never hurt anyone, I guess. Let's make sure that we're eating a little bit too. Hey, that was kind of meh too. Well, at least we got a little bit of gas here and some other things that we can go ahead and start bringing in. But with that, that is a perfect time for us to go ahead and begin the lonely trek back home, with us being forever alone until they add in the female characters. Then maybe we'll go ahead and get ourselves a last day on Earth girlfriend. Don't know what my IRL girlfriend's gonna say about that, but hey, we'll figure it out. All right, we'll figure that out when that bridge is time to cross, or whatever the saying is. But with that is gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Best of luck to you guys in the new weekly giveaway. And again, huge congrats to the homie, Mr. Hurricane. Make sure to go ahead and message me back. Best of luck joining the Chopper Squadron to all of you. Best of luck with everything having to do with raids, raid defense, raid attack, raid offense, whatever it is. Best of luck with having a fan-freaking-tastic day as well. I think that's the most important thing. Just keep spreading that positivity. Keep being the wonderful people that I know y'all can be. And best of luck with the Chinese New Year stuff as well. But that's gonna do it for me for now. Thank you guys all for watching. Have a fan-freaking-tastic day. And I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.